Not everybody deserves a reaction from you. Be careful what you're giving your time to, careful what you're giving your energy to, what you're feeding attention to. Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of the Beauty Within Her podcast, okay? Where every listen helps you to discover the true beauty that lies within you. Today's topic of discussion, y'all, has been long awaiting. When I say long awaiting, I mean long awaiting. The amount of times that I tried to record this video and I kept getting alerts like my memory is full, it didn't save. I'm like, that ain't nothing but the enemy trying to stop us. But today we're going to free y'all because I found a way. In Jesus' name. Okay. So let's get started. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about mastering your emotions because I realized that honestly, when we learn how to master our emotions and take control over our emotions, I realized that every other area in our life truly improves. You'll have better relationships, you'll be able to make better decisions, and you'll really have the ability to have and develop emotional resilience, which means that no matter what comes your way, circumstances that happen, whatever roadblocks you may experience or encounter in life, I promise you, you will know how to navigate them and how to get out of them. Because oftentimes we don't realize that the way that we react and we respond to situations is what hinders us or prevails us. So today we're going to talk about mastering your emotions, what that may look like, how you can actually learn how to master your emotions, and then how it's going to benefit you in the long run. Okay, y'all? So if this is something that you've been looking forward to, definitely make sure that you hit the follow, the like, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, as I will be trying to drop more videos every other week. Feel free to follow me on all of the platforms as well. But let's get started, okay, y'all? So when we talk about the importance of mastering your emotions, the first reason that it's important for you to master your emotions is because you'll have better improved relationships. When you're able to understand and manage your own emotions, you can have more healthier connections because you'll be able to communicate more effectively. You'll be able to empathize with others more so. So this is why it's extremely important for you to learn how to master your emotions, especially if you want healthier connections. So, reason two, you'll be able to have more enhanced decision making. I don't know about y'all, but impulsively reacting, you always come back to it and be like, oh, I should have did this differently. Oh, I wish I would have. I wish. No, well, when you learn how to master your emotions, you'll be able to speak from a space of confidence and not anxiety, not stress, and not lack of confidence. When you work on mastering your emotions, you have confidence in what you're saying, you have confidence in your thoughts, you have confidence in your decisions that you make because you know that you're always moving with intentionality, and intentionality and authenticity is going to always win in life, okay? And with that being said, enhanced decision making is going to help you to make more money. It's going to help you to have better relationships, and it's going to help you in your personal and business settings, okay? The third reason is for increased resilience. When I tell you having emotional resilience is extremely key in life, is extremely key. You'll have the ability to be able to bounce back from any setbacks that come your way quickly, swiftly, like no other. Y'all, it's something about knowing that no matter what is sent your way, you'll be good regardless, because God says that for all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. So when I tell you, you'll be able to handle the stress, you'll be able to handle the grace, you'll be able to handle the happiness, the up moments, the down moments, everything. So you need to learn how to master your emotions so that you don't allow your emotions to master you. Okay. So I'm going to give y'all 3 ways that you can actually work on mastering your emotions. Step number 1 is going to be through increasing your awareness. If you're not aware of an issue, if you're not aware of why you're reacting and responding the way that you're reacting and responding, you won't change anything. So you have to start by increasing your awareness on what's truly going on. Start by recognizing and understanding your emotions. Oftentimes, we cannot move forward because we don't truly know what's happening. Honestly, y'all, I know many times when we look at our emotions, we like to feel bad and we're like, well, why do I feel this way? I don't want to feel this way. I don't want to experience this ever again. I need for you to start sitting in that. Start naming the emotion without judging it, because there's nothing wrong with you feeling the way that you feel. But sometimes we have to realize, is it this specific situation that is triggering us, or is this a past wound that we have yet to acknowledge, yet to work through in order for us to grow? Many times we like to sit here and point the finger at other people when they trigger us. And we're like, oh, well, if they wouldn't have said this, if they wouldn't have did that, then I wouldn't have been triggered and I wouldn't have reacted the way that I've reacted. No, you can't keep blaming other people for the way that you move and the way that you react in life. Your life is in your hands, and this is your life and your responsibility. So you have to start paying attention to your triggers. Understand that your triggers are a positive catalyst for you to move forward. Your triggers are not here to harm you. Your triggers are not here to hold you back. Your triggers are here to show you what God is trying to do at work in you. Your triggers are here to help you to uproot the things that needs to be uprooted. Whenever things come to the surface in your life, you have to realize that is God saying that I'm trying to heal this area. Whenever your heart is attached, your mind is always going to repeat things that your heart wants to uproot. So you have to start increasing your awareness and paying attention to these things because, y'all, when I tell you, there's always opportunities in your day to day living. There's always opportunities. God said to give us this day our daily bread. You must know that no matter what comes your way, you will always be equipped with everything that you need. And you will know how to conquer these challenges. You will know how to face these decisions. You will know how to face them with the right way. So make sure your heart is in the right spot. Make sure you start viewing these triggers as something to help you to move forward. Name the emotion without judging it. One way that I help my clients to learn how to master their emotions is I give them the emotional wheel. I help them to learn primary and secondary emotions. I need for you to really become aware of what is it that you're actually feeling. Because some of us may say surface level things like, oh, that made me feel sad. Oh, that made me feel angry. That made me feel hurt. And maybe that is true, but it's always a deeper root to everything that we endure in life. So when you look at the emotional will, you're able to really articulate and communicate your emotions on a deeper level, which would then help you to move forward. Because now, guess what? I can pay attention to the situation that's happening right here, right now, and I can acknowledge that hey, what this person may have said I didn't like, but that's not where it came from. It came from me being a child, and I have yet to face and acknowledge how this has made me feel. And because this person in front of me is literally representing something that feels very familiar from my past, I took it out on them when I really need to come back to my childhood and heal those wounds and reassure my inner child. So, one, increase your awareness, learn how to name the emotion without judging it. Two, name the emotion without internalizing it. Ladies, we sit and we're in our head time and time again. You have to let it go. It's okay for you to not try to figure out every single thing. Name the emotion, call it what it is, call a spade, and sit and acknowledge that it's okay for you to be human. It's okay for you to truly feel the way that you're feeling, ladies. It's okay. Sit in it. Acknowledge it. Our essence and our nature is to flow, ladies. Many times we get stuck in cycles and we hinder ourselves because we're holding on to an emotion and we're not moving through it. Look at the water. When you're sitting by a body of water, what does it do? It continues to flow no matter how many rocks it meets, no matter how many fishes are in it, continues to flow. There's an abundance of it. It continues to flow. And that's our essence, ladies. We have to learn how to flow. Many times we don't realize the reason we're experiencing the same things that we're experiencing or we're repeating the same cycles is simply because our emotions have gotten stuck, and emotions are energy in motion. So whenever that energy gets stuck, guess what? It causes dis-ease within the body, and dis-ease within the body can feel like back pain, heart problems, gut issues. And whenever you have that dis-ease within the body, it now manifests as a physical manifestation of something like a disease that can potentially harm you even more. So when I say like everything has a spiritual root, I mean just that every little thing has a spiritual root to it. And it's your job to come back to the root of it and figure out what it is that you need to uproot so that you can have better solid ground and approach things from a different point of view. Okay, y'all? You don't need to fix everything. You don't need to figure everything out. Not every emotion needs to be changed. Not every emotion is a bad emotion. Sometimes, like I said previously, you just need to feel it, ladies. You need to feel it to heal it. Feel it. Sit in it. Be still and know that He is God. God is going to get you through it. You just have to be still and sit in it. You have to become more vulnerable, be able to articulate your emotions and express what it is that you need and express what it is that you are exactly feeling. Many times we run away from our emotions, and that does nothing but harm us in the end. Because eventually, guess what? You will have to face what it is that you are experiencing. I kid you not. You may try to run away from this situation that's happening right here, right now, but guess what? It's going to circle back around in another body. It's going to be the same spirit that you're dealing with, but it's going to be in a new body. And that's when you're going to be like, oh, well, this seems to be a little bit better. Oh, well, this seems to work out. When whole time it's the same exact thing. It's just appealing to you in a different way. So we must increase our awareness. And as you become more aware of yourself, this should be a journey that you want to continue to embody. Because, ladies, when I tell you, getting to know yourself is the greatest thing that you can do. You are your greatest asset. So, spend time with identifying your triggers, spend time with what affects you, and I want you to offer yourself a solution. When I give my ladies in my inner circle this self talk method, I always help them to walk it out and talk it out. So, the first question that I'm going to ask you is, what exactly happened? You have to become aware of what exactly happened in that moment. Secondly, I'm going to ask you, how exactly did it make you feel? When you're able to sit in it and identify what happened and how it made you feel, you'll be able to free yourself and communicate a little bit better. Okay, this made me feel this way specifically because of blah, blah, blah. The third question that we're going to ask is, when did we first experience this same exact feeling? Because honestly, we don't know what the feeling is if we've never truly experienced it before. Y'all with me? If we've never experienced that feeling or that emotion before, how is it that this person that's before me right now is making me feel this way? We can only identify what was once felt and what is once been familiar to us. So we have to go back to the root of it and figure out, when did I feel the same emotion and how did that make me feel? And the fourth question that you're going to ask yourself is, how do I want to offer myself a solution? Maybe what the person have said to you or done to you made you feel neglected, abandoned, whatever the case may be, and you don't want to experience that same feeling. So guess what? You're going to go back to your childhood. You're going to reassure her, and you're going to work through those wounds. And also, you're going to set a boundary. You're never going to allow anybody else to talk to you like that. You're going to learn to love and respect yourself so much more so that you don't stay in those situations, so that you don't even feel the need to react and respond. Your power lies within your emotional reactions and the way that you respond. When you react and respond, I want you to know that that is an energy exchange. Your energy is so powerful, ladies. Your energy can make you money. Your energy can invest in you. Your energy can give you an ROI. Your energy is so powerful. You shouldn't be giving it away to any and everybody. Not everybody deserves a reaction. Not everybody deserves a response from you, okay? And that's something that I need for y'all to realize and understand. Not everybody deserves a reaction from you. Be careful what you're giving your time to, be careful what you're giving your energy to, and be careful what you're feeding attention to, because all of that will continue to multiply. Time is very precious. Time is something that we can never get back. So be intentional about your emotions, be intentional about where you're investing your time, your attention, your energy, be intentional about the way that you're reacting and responding to people, and make sure that you're always moving with the right type of heart posture. When it comes to your heart posture, your heart must be moving with love, ladies and gentlemen. Because honestly, let me just say this, if you're moving with anything different other than love, you're going to experience that multiplied back times 10. Whatever you put out into this world is going to come back to you. You reap what you sow. Law of attraction. Whatever I put into the universe, whatever I put out into the world will come back to me tenfold. So if you don't want to experience more disloyalty, if you don't want to experience more dishonesty, if you don't want to experience more betrayal, if you don't want to experience more people not loving you, respecting you, then make sure that you love and respect and you're honest with yourself at all times. Everything starts with you. The outer world is a reflection of our inner world, and you must understand and know that. You are the co creator. You're the co creator to your life. You have the ability to create whatever it is that you want to from any situation that comes your way. And the moment that you realize this is the moment that you can take the keys back to your life, to your own happiness. Stop allowing other people to run your life. One thing that I had to realize when it came to me working on my reactions and my responses, I told myself this. I said, you know what? The more and more you continue to react and respond to people, that only shows them that they have more control over you than you. And if you're anything like me, I don't like when anybody has control over my life. I don't like to be controlled. Okay. So when I started to engrave that into my head and I sat up on that thoughts and I dwelled within that, guess what? That changed my perspective. So whenever I found myself ready to go react and respond, I was like, nope, don't nobody got that much control over me. Stop saying that people make you react and respond a specific way. Nope, they don't got that much power over you. You are in control over your life. You get to choose what you get to react and respond to and what you're going to give an experience to. Your life is in your hands, and it's at this time in which we shall take the keys back to our own life. I don't want to hear y'all talking about, oh, this person did this person did that, this person triggered me anymore. You are the co creator to your life. What is it that you want to create out of these situations that come your way? I would be a fool to tell you that circumstances wouldn't happen. Circumstances are inevitable, but it's my job as a coach to teach you how to work through these experiences and learn how to transmute them up, which is allowing them to work in your favor. When I say the moment that I started to renew my mind, right? Because God says, do not be conformed to this world, but be transformed by the daily renewing of your mind. When I started to renew my mind, y'all, I started to realize that, man, I really have the ability to co-create out of any situation. And so the more that I tend to focus on what I wanted to experience, I had more of those experiences. But in those moments where I was continuously finding myself triggered and I was viewing it as a bad way, I was focusing on all the negative and all the harm and the betrayal and this and that, I was experiencing more of that. And so sometimes we have to realize the power and the parts that we play in our own situations and life experiences, y'all. I'm only telling you this because I want you to take the keys back to your life and realize you have the power to turn it around with a choice and a decision, a commitment to yourself. Okay. Step number two is going to be between mindfulness and meditation. I tell my clients this all the time: practice your 3 M's on a day to day basis. Mindfulness, which is incorporating some type of inspiration, some type of empowerment, whether it's my podcast, right? Whether it's you listening to YouTube videos that inspire you, you watching an interview, listen to things that inspire you and whatever it is that you're trying to learn. You always want to consume something that's going to uplift you and keep you in high vibrations. Okay. Two, you are going to work on movement. Move your body because God calls for you to nourish your temple, and moving your body is going to help keep your heart in the right spot. Okay. I don't want to argue with y'all. I don't want to fight with y'all because every time I talk about this, y'all be like, I can't do this. I can't wake up early because da 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 this, da da da. My question to you is, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want the shift? How bad do you want to change in life? Okay. If you don't want change, then I'm not talking to you. But if you desire change, there's going to be some things that you got to do differently in order to get different results. You got to be the change that you desire to see. Okay. Thirdly, you are going to need to practice meditation. When I tell y'all sitting still, learn how to be still and sit with your emotions. Journaling has been a true life changer for me. Journaling every single day, praying every single morning, listening to guided visualization meditations, quieting my mind. You must learn how to quiet your mind. When you're able to quiet your mind, you're able to think more clearly, hear more clearly, discern more better. Okay. You should want to build and cultivate a great relationship with God. You need to be led by something, because if you're not being led by Him, then what you being led by? I'm just saying. You need to practice those 3 things in your routine every single day. This is also going to help you to stay more present in life, which is focusing on the present moment, being present within your day, because many of us are on autopilot. Many of us are in survival mode. Many of us are experiencing fight or flight. You need to learn how to be present within the day, for this is the day that the Lord has made, and we shall rejoice in it. Many of us can't experience the great things in our day to day because we're too busy caught up dwelling in the past, or we're too busy being hyper focused on the future. How are you going to have a future if you're not focused on your today? Because your today it can impact your future later on. I'm gonna just let that sit there. But you should be spending time with yourself every single morning and every single night, journaling about why you feel the way that you feel, what's important, what great things you did today, what can you improve on, giving yourself that self reflection and time to integrate it as well. Thirdly, you need to learn how to regulate your nervous system, okay? Learning how to quiet the mind, learning how to be still, learning how to do breath work whenever you finding yourself to be triggered. These things are going to help you to be able to calm your emotions in a moment in which your emotions are intensified. You need to learn how to do this. When I learned how to truly regulate my nervous system, my life changed. It's something about being able to take a step back to gain better understanding, to hear clearly, to figure out why I may have been triggered, why I'm thinking the things that I'm thinking, and come back to it. If you are in a heated discussion and somebody is pressuring you to make a decision right then and there, you need to learn how to run. Walk away swiftly, okay? Run away, run away, run away. That's a person who wants to control you. That's a person who knows that if I give her time to be by herself, she might leave me. She might view things differently. Sometimes you got to realize people thrive off of your reactions and your responses. People get a thrill off of you reacting and responding. And you need to become aware of that because your energy is powerful. Your presence is powerful. And stop letting people take advantage of that. Oh, when we talk about the benefits of mastering your emotions, this looks like you being able to communicate better with other people because you're able to articulate exactly what makes you feel the way that you feel and how you want to be treated, how you want to experience things. Two, you're going to have a more balanced life. You're not going to feel like you're running on autopilot, like you have to impulsively react. Three, you're going to be able to make more sounder decisions. When I tell y'all this is a game changer, this is a game changer. Because how many of y'all truly in the chat right now during this video have experienced situations where it's like you knew better? Like your intuition was leading you heavily towards this direction and telling you that it was this specific thing. But yet, because you were transitioning and you're trying to try things out, you're trying to extend grace to people, you wanted to see something different. And you convinced yourself that your intuition was not correct. So you decided to take a different route. And as you took that different route, it may have led you to more hurt. It may have harmed you in the midst of it. It may have turned out to be the worst thing that you've ever experienced, right? But when you work on mastering your emotions, this helps you because now you can learn how to trust your intuition. You can learn how to be led by your emotions and allow your emotions to lead you, right? God says that our feelings are fickle and that the heart can be deceitful, but the heart can be deceitful when you're not in alignment. When you're out of alignment with your body, you don't know how to discern. And discernment is essential, y'all. Discernment is essential when it comes to mastering your emotions because you'll truly understand and learn that when people are speaking about you or they have something to say to you, sometimes it has nothing to do with you, but more to do with how they feel about themselves and what they're truly experiencing. You got to realize when you're sitting here seeking the approval of other people or the opinions of other people, y'all, it's it's not really good for you to do that because some people can only see to the capacity in which they've experienced. So they're going to give you guidance and wisdom and knowledge from the point in which they're at or the peak in which they've reached. So when you're trying to be led and you're trying to go to higher heights in life, you have to understand God is giving you the vision and you the vision only. If he wanted you to go and ask for other people's opinions, he would place it on your heart to do that. Get out of your own way. Stop trying to people please. Understand that everybody won't like the decisions that you make in life, but as long as you're making the best decisions for your life, that's good enough. You must know that when it comes to mastering your emotions, not everybody's going to like the way that you react and respond. But guess what? You have to honor you above everything else. You got to honor you and what feels good to you because this is your life and you only get one life to truly live. So, with that being said, y'all, make sure that you're so intentional with getting to know yourself, loving yourself, pouring into yourself, because all in all, this will impact your life in all areas of your life, your health, your finances, because money is energy. Money is energy, your relationships, your business, all aspects of your life. So If this video was good to you, let me know in the comments what part stuck out to you. Make sure that you go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. Let me know what type of content y'all want to see next coming from me. I hope that this video could be a positive catalyst for you moving forward. Make sure y'all follow me on TikTok and all my other platforms. I love y'all, and I pray that y'all have a great rest of y'all day.